do you guys remember that intro I did for the Avengers Endgame review? Yeah, because I was fully expecting to do something similar to that intro, and I was gonna, gosh, this just doesn't even closely deserve. You know what? I'll do something. It's movie time at the El Ciso, and Cyclops thing, and there you go. Because sheesh. Dark Phoenix was written and directed by Simon Kinberg and stars Sophie Turner, James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, Michael Fassbender, and a lot of people. And it's the story of Jean Grey, who begins to develop incredible powers that corrupt and turn her into the Dark Phoenix. And now the X-Men have to decide if the life of Jean Grey is worth more than all the living people in the world. So this movie is actually the end of all the Fox X-Men movies after Disney acquired X-Men and Fox, and it's kind of weird that the mouse actually ate the fox. Anyway, 19 or so years of these movies happening, and I kind of had mixed feelings going in. This movie had a lot of negativity going in. A lot of people hated the movie before it even came out, but I kind of liked the trailer, so I was kind of conflicted. But for the most part, I mean, it was X-Men, so I was excited to see it. But, oh, I was so wrong. I'm like, there's no way that Rotten Tomatoes score is that accurate and representative about what I'm about to witness. But I'm wrong. Class, listen up. I've got 4 things that I actually like about the movie, and it's really only 3 things. I'm gonna blow through these, and you might not even know what I actually said. The CGI, for the most part, was good. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, the train scene was awesome. I'll say it again. CGI, for the most part, pretty good. Didn't bother me, no problems. It's good. It's good. Numero 2, James McAvoy. So good in everything he does. He could play Care Bear, and he'd be good.
Who's that coming from somewhere up in the sky?
Number 3, Michael Fassbender. He's good in everything he does as well. Underutilized again here, but still solid. And number 4, the train sequence. Train sequence was by far the best sequence of the entire movie. Lots of great action here, seeing the characters do their different powers. Nightcrawler doing Nightcrawler things, stabbing people. Magneto doing Magneto things, moving metal. By far the best sequence of the entire film, and you gotta give props where props is due. But that was literally all I liked about the movie. Let's just get into the fun stuff. So, let's start here with Sophie Turner, who is the lead in the movie. Obviously, Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones, but let's just be real. Let's be frank. Sophie Turner is just playing Sansa Stark, but we just call her Jean Grey. She acts the same, she says stuff the same. Let's not kid ourselves. She's basically Sansa Stark with an American accent.
Because I watched like a lot of American TV when I was growing up that I just like love in California.
She's just not a very good lead. I just can't see her carrying a film in even a franchise. She plays the same kind of negative character, moping around, crying. She's frankly kind of annoying, which is really mean and kind of harsh to say, but I mean, you never really get behind her. You never really root for her character. I mean, isn't that what you need in a lead? Isn't that what you need in a lead? The screenplay throughout the entire movie was terrible. I mean, it seriously sounded like a soap opera. I mean, everything they said was unnatural. Even the lines they gave to a 6-year-old weren't things a 6-year-old would say. No, you don't know me. You can't teach me even my powers you can't comprehend. I'm like, honey, you 6 or 26? Come on now. The score, the music at the beginning of the movie was so cheesy. I don't know why. It was Hans Zimmer, which blows my keister, but why does it sound like it's royalty free? Jennifer Lawrence was awful in this movie. I don't know why. I mean, she's extremely talented. I've seen her in other things. She's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
But I think it's just because of that screenplay. It doesn't matter the cast you have. It doesn't matter the amount of talent you have. If you have a bad script, bad screenplay, bad lines, no amount of talent can overcome that.
We gotta get out of here. Go.
Kurt, teleport in there and make sure to rescue those men. Storm, make sure to use your energy and contain those panels. And Jean, make sure to use your magical powers and contain that spaceship over yonder. Okay, not that bad, but you get it. But of course, these problems gravitate to one person. This is all centered and blamed onto one person. That person is Oprah Winfrey.
Take it.
Of course, I'm kidding. The blame goes to Simon Kinberg. It's the dude's feature film directorial debut, which is a mouthful to say, but the dude doesn't know what he's doing. It's trying so hard, this movie, to be serious. There's no attachment to any characters, no emotion. You don't really care what happens to anybody except Xavier, but it's in the past, so you don't really fear for anybody, and there's no tension. It's seriously like one of the guys at Fox went over to SNL and said, we need an X-Men movie, not funny, needs to be serious. Can you do it? And they're like, wouldn't that look like a TV show? Yeah, well, actually, that's exactly what we need. Yeah, all right. Even the action at times was bad, like student film bad, until that certain train sequence, which brought a new energy, a new feel, basically a new movie to the screen. It was actually, you know, really good. Until later I found out that that was actually a reshoot. They had this entire movie wrapped up in a bow and twisted and finished, and then they decided to add this in. So now I'm thinking of the entire movie without that in there, and I mean, honestly, guys, at this point, I feel like the movie is just made to make us feel good about crossing over to the MCU by taking Storm saying, hey, look, we got Thor. Taking Jean saying, look, we got Captain Marvel. Taking the other three saying, look, we got the Blue Man Group. Even the ending battle had potential to be cool. It was building up after the train sequence to be a cool ending battle. And just please don't see this movie, okay? So after that whole cosmic entity thing absorbs into her body and explodes and they think she dies, she's completely fine, actually. Not like health, but hair and makeup.
Phoenix.
I was actually very concerned for Cyclops during the entire movie. I mean, he's indoors a lot. He can't see. I mean, I have friends that wear sunglasses indoors. It's a problem.
I wear the sunglasses because it gives me a little bit of extra privacy.
So is James McAvoy just bald and everything now? Like this movie, X-Men Apocalypse, Split, Glass, but his head was a little too perfectly shaved the entire movie. I mean, he just kind of looks like a thumb.
None of these are like people in
Those
makeup
are all
or anything.
real.
Which brings up another problem. This movie takes place 7 years before the original X-Men, which means they should look 7 years before Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, which doesn't add up. The Beast looks like that, the kid from Jumanji.
Aunt Nora, it's me, Peter.
Man, out of all the people in this movie, Nicholas Hoult took by far the biggest faceplant. I mean, the dude cashed it in, was just getting out of there, and he's like, see ya, suckers, I'm gonna be the new Batman. Jean Grey for sure got miscasted in this movie. She should have been an Aquaman where it actually makes sense that your hair looks like it's moving underwater. I know they were trying to say Kurt, but with their accents, it sounded like they were saying cut. The entire, like, good. Hey, good. Tell me the guy playing Cyclops doesn't look like Blake from The Bachelorette. So, all in all, guys, very talented cast with a very big budget for CGI and the X-Men name, but that's about it. I've already beat this dead horse enough, but honestly, guys, the only fun you're gonna have in the movie is if you take a flask, doesn't have to be liquor, could be lemonade, take a shot every time someone shouts Jean. Two if it's Cyclops.
Where is she?
Dark Phoenix was a bad movie, and I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. As always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below. Let's try to get this video to 10 likes. Comment below your favorite X-Men movie if you've seen Dark Phoenix, if you haven't, if you want to, if you don't. If you have, yeah, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications, and as always, guys, for everything good, great, and okay, I'll see you in the next one.